we're going to get an attorney to see if we can find out. Why are they, they didn't say who they were looking for or why, but can you help us find out? I did some searching, did some looking, and his father and I said, maybe Keon missed court on his DUI. Maybe he missed court. I'll check and see if it's a bench warrant regarding the DUI. That was the whole engagement. That was the engagement. Once I started to do some checking, I got a phone call from the district attorney's office that said, no, he's wanted for something much more devastating, much more grave than a bench warrant for a DUI. He's wanted for in connection with this particular situation. Would you, Shaka, facilitate him being surrendered, or do we have to find him? Now, here's where having an attorney with a certain amount of cachet comes into play. You understand? Keon's in custody because he listened to his attorney. He was out of custody walking around. I didn't counsel that young man to take flight. I didn't tell his people to tuck him away. I didn't tell him to go on the run. We have to do this in decency and in order. And collectively, we prayed on that, me and his family and his aunts and everybody came in the office, and then we surrendered him to authorities. Knowing that at the time, nobody had been discovered, but she was in fact missing, and that he was going to be charged in connection with her disappearance. All right? And so that's how it began. That's how it began. I spoke to Mr. Krasner 4 or 5, maybe 6 times over the course of a few days, trying to do this in decency and in order and not through the media,